Hi there, it's Kevin with GatheringMagic.com. Here's another match with RG Infect. This is a mulligan. We do not have a card, a creature. This would be a very good hand if we did have one creature and minus any one of these. So we would have to mulligan in this though. And this is a very good hand. We got our creature and we got 3 pump spells. No, we'd not like to mulligan this. It's a little bit slow though, but I can deal with slow. And it's going to be Grim Lavamancer is actually going to be really good versus us. But we have a first turn Glistener Elf now. Yay! That's actually really good. We can actually protect it with Mutagenic Growth, depending on what he plays. He's got a Gitaxian Probe. Man, I wish I was, again, all these shocks. Shock, 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 shock. And he can't quite activate a Grim Lavamancer here. He'd have to put another one in the graveyard. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna pile on a Rancor onto the Glistener Elf, and he's gonna leak it. That actually is a decent way around that, and we at least get in for 1 Infect. But now he's got the mana to activate the Grim Lavamancer. So if this is going to be another twin. It looks like another twin deck. So he's digging. Just going to do 1 again because we need to protect it. How he's going to do this is he's going to be able to untap with his Lavamancer. He's going to be able to shoot down and that's fine because what we will do is we will protect it. But I've got 2 in my graveyard now. But then they'll make him activate. I still think protecting that is the right play. It might not have been. Okay, now it definitely wasn't the right play, as Electrolyze 2-for-1s me here. And draws him a card. So looking pretty dire for us here. Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered because he would have been able to kill, would have been able to do a damage and a damage. So Apostle's Blessings are definitely going to be our friend, and so is Spellskite in the post sideboard. So again, we have to draw into something pretty lucky here. Otherwise, it's a pretty fast clock now, especially with a Delver flipping. Yeah, and I've seen enough. I really don't think there's anything I can do at this point. We had a Blight Mamba next turn, and maybe I could have got back in with a Blight Mamba, but I highly doubt it. Like, Dismembers I still don't think are necessary for this. It's going to be Spellskites. We're going to bring in the Wild Defiances. Again, it negates, like, all of their instances of sorceries. Like, Electrolyze negates those. Apostle's Blessings are going to come in. So what's going to come out is the Rancors. And we are on the play, though. I'm going to take out the Flesh Bloods. I'll keep in the Ghor-Clan Rampagers. And we'll go with this. Don't know exactly how I feel about these. I can see in certain matchups how they'd be awesome. But in this matchup, that's not one of them. So maybe they're more of a sideboard card. This is a keepable hand. It's slow, but if we can actually get this Ichorclaw Myr to stick, this will be a turn 3 kill, hopefully. We need it. Well, we need a land. So... And I hate that just island because then, okay, it's just a Delver. Because I was thinking the counter spell. I think Ichorclaw Myr is still more powerful than Blight Mamba, so we'll go the Ichorclaw Myr and see if this actually flips. Delver does flip with a Pillar of Flame. And there's Gitaxian Probe to know exactly what I have in hand. And a Serum Vision. So we do draw into a land here. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it will be lethal next turn. So I think he just tries to pillar off my Ichorclaw Myr and make me actually use this Mutagenic Growth. And I have to do it. And he gets in here with Delver. But if I draw into another... No, now I can't draw into anything here. There's Apostle's Blessing. That's nice. I think what I do is I just get in with Giant Growth. Because I don't want to run into... another Electrolyze, and we keep up this Apostle's Blessing, and again, hopefully we just draw into a land so that we can cast a spell and keep up our Apostle's Blessing. So see what ends up happening here. Another Delver. That's going to be really good because you can just chump block it. And there's our land. That would have been perfect. So I will attack in with this Ichorclaw Myr, which at this point I think he does just chump block. But now we can actually Blight Mamba and diversify the threats. So Snapcaster Mage, and let's see what he goes for here. For Pillar Flame, I do believe I protect whatever he tries to. Yeah, I do believe this is the right play. At least it got those out of there. He's got one card left in hand. And again, he's got to block the Blight Mamba again. So close. Need one more mana here. But this is really cool because we can actually attack in with the Blight Mamba. And he's got to block. And we can actually Ghor-Clan Rampager it and still keep up either Apostle's Blessing or Vines of the Vastwood. So I still do 4. Unfortunately, we don't have another pump spell, but we keep our guy up. So hopefully it's not like another Snapcaster Mage. But what I'm going to do here is kick. Well, we do it right now. Don't want to run into a Pestermite. He had a mana leak. Okay. Well, he's got one turn to draw into a bolt now. Or just any blocker will work as well. but I can actually give it pro red. So I think the right play here, it's a Spellskite, and I mean, he's got sorcery speed, I don't know. I think we barely pull this off. I guess Spellskite didn't matter here. Okay, so we did. We barely pull it off. Down to 1 life. We didn't need to Spellskite, though. Again, I'm thinking the Spellskites might not be necessary just because we'll die to damage too quickly. This is a keepable hand barely, though. Inkmoth Nexus, Assault Strobe. We could get in here for if he taps out on a particular turn. So I'm okay with this hand. It's not the greatest hand because, of course, 4 lands is never good, but the Inkmoth Nexus is kind of like, well, is our creature, so, and we have lots of ways to protect it. And next turn we'll Copperline Gorge, but it's gonna, we need to fill up our hand full of non-Apostles' Blessings. I mean, they're good sometimes when I have the mana to cast them, but man, he's missing red source, though. There's a Ghor-Clan, and I do believe we can actually just get in here for 1 with Inkmoth Nexus, because I don't think there's anything that actually kill the Inkmoth here. Another Apostle's Blessing. Jeez. So he can Mana Leak and Lightning Bolt. So I don't know if I actually do anything here. Because if I activate the Inkmoth Nexus and attack in, he Lightning Bolts, and then I could only... Yeah, I think I wait a turn. I don't think we're in any hurry. Again, if he taps out on 1 turn, I might be able to just kill him. And now he doesn't have a red source, so that's pretty good. So that means now I know I can actually activate the Inkmoth and get in there. So can I draw a non-Apostle's Blessing Glistener Elf? Alright, so I'm going to activate the Inkmoth Nexus here. Attack in. Just for 1. And we'll cast a Glistener Elf. And see if he wants to Mana Leak that. Alright, so we get a Mana Leak out of the hand. But the problem is now he's got that red. For the Grim Lavamancer. But I still think we do activate Inkmoth Nexus because we have so many ways to protect it. So there goes his red source, and we'll just Giant Growth this here. And he Vapor Snags it. We'll give it Pro Blue. Okay. We'll give it Pro Blue again. Alright, no, not protection from artifacts. We will give it Pro Blue. That gets Spell Snared. Cannot be Vapor Snagged now. Now it gets Giant Growth. He has to exile 2 cards. And he's down to 6, and I got some pretty decent cards out of his hand there. Although he can still activate. Did he not activate? He exiled 2 cards. Could he fail? Is that how that happened there? Did he fail to? Jeez, this is still anyone's game, though. Spellskite's nice for him. I kind of just want to cast a Ghor-Clan Rampager and try to beat him down that way. Because if I activate the Apostle's Blessing, he shoots it down with Grim Lavamancer. And then he stills it with Spellskite. So I think the right play is just to Ichorclaw Myr. Oh, that was bad, because now he can just shoot it down with Grim Lavamancer. So, not the best play. Yeah, that card is so good. Maybe I did need Dismembers, but again, Dismember kills Spellskite, but that's it. Yeah, he would just eat it. But at this point, do I make him take the damage? No, he just actually just cast it. So, all right, so Ichorclaw Myr dead. But he's got to keep that red up. Interesting, he's attacking with the Lavamancer now. Because he has a way to protect the... Ugh. Because he lightning bolts again. I'm just going to cast a Ghor-Clan Rampager here. See what happens. And he's got a mana leak for it. Okay. So I need like a Vines of the Vastwood. Because he can redirect forever, though, with the Spellskite. He's got tons of... There's a Wild Defiance, and that will be nice if that doesn't get leaked. Ugh. And he's got the Snapcaster leak for it. Because that would have actually done it. And now I don't even have the mana to actually... If I activate, he shoots it down with whatever lightning bolt spell that he has in his hand. Which I'm assuming he's got one in his hand. Yeah, I don't believe it's worth it to try to get in there for just a damage. Now he's just going to go for some sort of kill here. There's a Vines of the Vastwood. So can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can do 5 damage next turn. If he's got like a lightning bolt, he's just got a lightning bolt. So do we go for it again, or do we just keep an Inkmoth Nexus back to block like a Snapcaster Mage, but then I just die to Mutavaults? He's got to have one more spell in his hand. And I guess maybe he's bluffing this entire time. And maybe I should have gone for it there. Well, no, because he can just Spellskite. See if he just bolts me in a turn here. And then Ancient Grudge. Target artifact or creature gains control. Let's see. I don't think there's any way that I can make it survive. Yeah. Nothing I could do there. The Spellskite's definitely going to be the MVP for him. And I'm sure he just activates the Mutavault. 5, he tacks in for... three, and then he's got the lightning bolt. Pillar Flame, and then he can discard stuff. All right, so I guess maybe I should have been a little more aggressive with Inkmoth Nexus earlier. Not quite sure. This has been Kevin with GatheringMagic.com. Thanks for watching.